Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, this might be like one of my favorite videos ever to film because I'm so excited to talk about these fragrances because this is such a crazy concept. So all the perfumes that I'm including in today's video are $5 perfumes. All these perfumes are $5. You can get these at Five Below. I'm pretty sure that's the only place that you can get them, at least in store. I know that you can get them in places online, but if you have a Five Below near you, I highly suggest that you go there and get these because in case you are interested in trying out any of these fragrances, if you go the online route, they are more expensive. Like if you search for these fragrances on Amazon, you're gonna find them for like $10, $20, which is still not bad, but when you can get it for $5, why not get it for $5? I've actually gotten a lot of requests to try out and test out and review Five Below fragrances because we all know fragrances can get really expensive even if you buy them at like discount stores. Fragrances in general are just not cheap. They're not meant to be cheap. So obviously when I found out that Five Below had $5 fragrances, I immediately got very curious and I had to go and test out. So I purchased 5 here. I can do these videos a bunch. Like obviously these are $5 fragrances, so I can go out and get them whenever. I can get like 4 perfumes for 20 bucks. Now obviously $5 perfumes, although it's like, okay, it's great, $5, but it kind of raises the question like, are they really that good? They probably smell really cheap. So that is why I'm making this video. I'm gonna share with you guys my thoughts on these 5 fragrances that I have here. If you guys want me to do this with more perfumes for Five Below, if you have any like particular ones you want me to review, leave them in the comments and I'll go and purchase them and I'll make a part 2, 3, 4, whatever to this video. So with all that being said, before we get into this video, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. So I think I'm gonna start off with probably like my most exciting one, I think. If you don't know anything about Five Below fragrances, a lot of their fragrances are imitation fragrances. So they try to dupe a lot of expensive perfumes. I feel like a lot of the dupes that they do are actually celebrity perfumes, which is kind of weird. And actually, I'm really interested to make more of these videos because when I was in Five Below, I saw a little empty bottle. I guess somebody had stole it, but there was an empty like box and it was of an imitation perfume for Giorgio Armani My Way. And I was like, what? I wish there was a tester bottle out or something so that I could have at least smelled it so I could let you guys know if it was similar. But if I go back to Five Below and I see that fragrance and it's there, of course I'm gonna pick it up and review that for you guys because Giorgio Armani My Way is a whole designer perfume. Let me preface this video by saying I'm not gonna judge these perfumes too harshly. I'm not really gonna put the kind of criteria that I put on my more expensive perfumes that they need to meet because I paid an arm and a leg for them, so obviously they need to be, you know, a nice scent, long lasting and all of those things. I'll tell you guys the longevity and everything about these, but I'm not gonna be that strict just because they're $5. So the first one that I'm gonna talk about is this right here. The packaging of this kills me. I love this packaging. It is the most tacky packaging that you will ever see, but I think it's super cute. So I have 3 fragrances here that are supposed to be inspired by the Kimoji perfumes, the KKW ones. And it was kind of weird trying to figure out which ones they were exactly inspired by because some of them I couldn't even find, like this one and another one. Obviously, this is inspired by some sort of KKW fragrance because it's literally called Kimberly's Sinful Berry, but I cannot figure out which one this is inspired by. Like I try to look it up and I don't know. First of all, the packaging in here has like strawberries, but look at this packaging. Look at this packaging. Is this not the cutest packaging that you've ever seen? Obviously, it's not like an expensive designer, high quality packaging, but just for like decoration, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like I would purely keep this just for decoration. So it's literally a little chocolate covered strawberry. I was able to find this on Amazon, and on Amazon it's actually selling for $12.99. So this says that it's an impression celebrity and designer perfume by Mirage brand. Probably like the most popular brand that you're gonna find at Five Below, but they do have a couple other brands as well, and I have another one here that I'm gonna talk about later. So Sinful Berry has top notes of cherry, strawberry, and raspberry with the base of whipped cream, vanilla, and musk, and it's categorized as a floral fruity fragrance. So to me, it doesn't smell bad, and I don't think that they smell like $5 fragrances. I really don't. I've smelled expensive fragrances that smell cheaper than this does. So I don't think that this smells bad. It definitely is giving me body spray vibes. Like, I'm not really getting a high quality perfume vibe in here, but it doesn't smell like a $5 perfume at the same time. This is a fresh fruity fragrance. I know it says it has whipped cream and vanilla, so you'd think it would be a little bit more creamy and sweet, and it definitely is sweet, but just more so from like a fruity aspect. I really don't get any sort of like creamy vanillas or whipped cream. I'm just getting like a berry fresh fruity scent, very much like a body spray type of vibe. And even compared to a body spray, that's crazy because even body sprays are not that cheap nowadays. It is a little bit synthetic. You can tell that it's not like the highest quality ingredients ever, but does it smell bad? No. And for $5, I think that's a win. I'm gonna rate these in the end, and I'll let you guys know like which ones I kind of think are better than the others. So next, I'm going to review this fragrance. This is probably, I think, one of their most popular fragrances because it's a dupe for a very popular fragrance, and this is Kimberly Sweet Cherry. So I did actually find the actual dupe of this, like what it's supposed to be a dupe of, because the other ones I can't seem to find. So this is supposed to be inspired by the Kimoji Cherry fragrance, which looks like a little cherry in like this little plastic bottle, which also kind of looks like a little toy. The packaging of this is kind of similar, but I will say, I think this looks way more like an apple to me than it does a cherry. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. And it says the name of the perfume right here, Kimberly Sweet Cherry. So yeah, the packaging is kind of similar with like this dripping right here, except for the packaging for the Kimoji one has like all white at the top. There's also been some talk where people have said that this is allegedly a dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, which I don't know, that's taken a little bit too far. Like, I would compare this to a celebrity fragrance, but I don't know if I could compare this to a Tom Ford $350 fragrance. But it's not bad. This smells like a cherry shampoo. Like, you know those little kids shampoos? This kind of smells like that to me. It's very fresh. It's almost taking me back to like when I was a kid. It straight up smells like a cherry shampoo. Like cherry strawberry shampoo. I think most of these fragrances don't really have like that thick creamy vanilla vibe to them. They're more so on like the fresh side. This straight up smells like a cherry soap, like cherry strawberry soap body wash, like little kid body wash or something like that. Again, it's not bad. Is it comparable to Tom Ford Lost Cherry? Not one bit. I don't know if it's comparable to the Kimoji one because I've never smelled that one. Just a fun, cute fragrance. It's nothing to be like taken seriously. I guess maybe you can layer that and make it smell a little bit more, I guess, high quality. The main notes of this that are stated are juicy red cherry, luscious raspberry, sweet strawberry, cherry blossom, gardenia petals, vanilla, and musk. So you get like quite a bit of notes in it, and it's actually categorized as a floral gourmand, which I would definitely not agree with because I don't really smell any gourmand aspect in here. I don't get any vanilla. I don't get any creamy notes whatsoever. I just get a fruity cherry little kid shampoo. Okay, this next fragrance, I have no idea what it's supposed to be a dupe of. This is called Kimberly's Tropical Pineapple. I tried to look this up, and on a website I found that it is supposed to be a similar scent to Kimoji Tropical Pineapple by KKW, but I tried to look that perfume up and I can't find anything on it. So I don't even know if this perfume has ever existed or it's just like very much discontinued and it has just disappeared off the face of the earth. But yeah, I can't find any sort of information on it. I can't even find any sort of notes on this fragrance at all. Like, I can't find any information on this, but obviously it's called Tropical Pineapple, so you can expect that it's gonna smell like pineapple. I love the packaging for these boxes. Like, they really put that detail. Like, it has freaking pineapples on the inside, pineapples on the outside. And the packaging of this, again, like, these are cute decorations. It's almost like little toys. If you have like little kids, I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily give them like perfume, but it's like little toys. So this is what this looks like. Looks like SpongeBob's house. That's the first thing that I thought of when I first opened this. This smells really nice. It actually really reminds me of a Bath & Body Works body spray. I don't think it smells like pineapple. I'm almost getting like a coconut vibe in here. Very much tropical. It's weird because I actually prefer this over these first two that I showed you guys, which I thought I would like those more, but I really like this one. It is very much like a true tropical scent. Again, very body sprayish. I'm telling you, this smells exactly like a Bath and Body Works body spray. I just can't pinpoint which one right now. Like one of the ones in their like tropical lines that they come out during the summer. I don't know if it necessarily smells like pineapple, but I'm definitely getting a tropical vibe. And I don't think that this one smells like cheap necessarily. I do think that these two do smell a little bit synthetic and like too much of like this shampoo and kind of little kiddish. And I'm not saying that this one doesn't, but this one is a little bit, it's giving me a little bit more. Like I could work with this. I will say though, these fragrances are not long lasting, like not one bit. You would have to reapply, and it's kind of like annoying because it's not like you can exactly fit this into your like bag and like just take out a pineapple to reapply. I mean, you could, to each their own. I think this is more so just like a fun thing. I guess maybe you could use around the house if you want to smell nice in your house and you don't want to use like your expensive stuff. But I will say I do really like the next two that I'm going to show you guys. So let's move on to the next. So the next two perfumes I want to talk about are actually from a different brand. So the first three I showed you were from that Mirage brand, which you'll see a lot at Five Below. The next two are by the brand Preferred Fragrance New York, and you can actually find this brand. They actually have their own website. The fragrances are like very, very cheap, and they're inspired by other fragrances, so it's kind of like a dupe house, and they're very, very cheap. Even on their actual website, this perfume is $7.99. Most of the perfumes are like $7.99. So if for whatever reason you don't have a Five Below and you're like, I really want to try these fragrances out, check them out on this website. So the first one that I have from this brand is called Kitty Girl Pink Eau de Parfum, and I think you can probably guess which one this is supposed to be an imitation of. So on their website it says that this is our version of Meow by Katy Perry, obviously. I have wanted to try this perfume for so long, the original Meow. I just never have come across it, and I just haven't gotten to ordering it online. The packaging of this is way different though. This obviously is giving off like cheap perfume vibes. It's not really giving. I've never smelled the original, like I said, but I feel like if I would imagine what the original smelled like, it would be like this. I actually think this smells really nice. This is the first one that's finally kind of giving me that vanilla creaminess that all these other perfumes I just showed you kind of like lacked completely. I am getting this sort of like synthetic, sugary, almost kind of gives me similar vibes to Pink Sugar by Aquilina, which has that like really, really heavy burnt sugar element. I'm almost sort of getting that in here as well. On their website, it says that this perfectly floral fragrance is for the playful and sweet. It's blended with sweet pear, honey like honeysuckle flowers, and tantalizing vanilla. And I guess I agree with that. Like it's a little bit fruity when you spray it out. It does dry down to like this vanilla scent. I think if you love what Pink Sugar smells like, then I think you might really like this one. It's almost like toned down version of Pink Sugar. I can't really speak on it compared to the Katy Perry fragrance, but compared to Pink Sugar, it smells really nice. Now this next one is probably like my favorite out of all of these, and I think that this is like the most spot on, and I already love the original so much, so I think that they did a really good job on this. So this is called Twinkling Night, and it's also by the brand Preferred Fragrance. So I have it pulled up on their website, and this is also $7.99. This is what this bottle looks like. It looks like a little bit more high-end. I mean, it still kind of looks a little tacky, but it looks like it's giving a little bit more than all the other ones, which were a little bit more like toyish and kind of like gimmicky. This I really, really love because it's inspired by actually a Bath and Body Works fragrance. This is inspired by In the Stars by Bath and Body Works, and you guys know if you watch my channel how much I love In the Stars already. Before I even knew that this was supposed to be inspired by In the Stars, the first time I smelled this, I actually smelled it in store. They had a tester out, and I was like, that smells exactly like In the Stars. And come to find out, it's supposed to be an actual dupe of it. And I'm telling you, this is like the most spot on fragrance out of all of these. This one actually has potential to like stay in my collection and for me to mix it with In the Stars because it's basically the exact same scent. I love this. It's really, really nice. I mean, it's exactly what In the Stars smells like. This has notes of tangerine, sandalwood, and musk, and it's categorized as a warm, woody fragrance, which is pretty much the exact scent description as In the Stars. I can't really say much more on this than that. It just has like this woody, musky kind of sweet scent. It's really, really good. It's pretty soft, and this actually lasted on me like a good minute because I sprayed it in the store and then I went about my day and I could constantly smell it throughout the day. So definitely in comparison to all the other fragrances that I just reviewed here, this one definitely lasts the longest. Okay, so those are all the fragrances that I picked up, and I'm basically gonna rate them from the one that I felt like smells like it's the most high quality considering it's $5. So I would definitely say my favorite out of this bunch definitely has to be Twinkling Night. Like, I think this actually could be a scent that you can pick up and you could use if you don't want to spend money on a real perfume, because it will smell like a real perfume. It doesn't really smell like a body spray. I mean, it smells like In the Stars, which is a body spray, but In the Stars already doesn't smell like a body spray scent. Like, it's a really, really complex, woody sort of scent. I can't really describe it, but when you smell that scent, you get that perfumey vibe, and that's what I'm getting in here too. So this one, you could easily go in there and spend $5 and you'll smell a lot more expensive. And then the other four, this is gonna be kind of tough. So I think my second place would definitely go to Kitty Girl, the inspiration from Meow. I think I really prefer this brand. Preferred fragrances, I prefer them a lot more to the Mirage brand because I do think that they're a little bit more well made. This Mirage brand they're a lot more like body spray-ish and fruity. They're not really giving me like perfume vibes. But I guess out of these three, I think my favorite and I guess the most well done would be Kimberly's Tropical Pineapple. My next favorite would probably be Sweet Cherry. And then this one I actually thought I would like the most because I thought that this would be more creamy and whipped creamy and sugary and vanilla, but it's not. It's just kind of like a fruity generic like body spray sort of scent. So I will put that as my last place. But yeah, those were all of the scents that I tried out. Let me know any other fragrances that you tested out at Five Below or that you've seen and you want me to test out and kind of give my thoughts on them. I'm really interested to try out more fragrances and kind of give you guys my opinion because it's really easy to review these fragrances. I mean, they are $5. So please let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of these videos. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!